nowadays. Don't start pulling those funny faces, you now.
Live.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
Well, it's me and Karen tonight, and this is more like it, more my size. It was a little bit like the last show last night with little Dawny down here. I could rest her on my chest. So hi Dawn, if you're watching. So it's Karen Davies. She was here in the summer. She brought that marvellous mould that you all went absolutely crazy for, called Buttercream Flowers. And the person to blame for that name is sat there. She's called Alice. It's Karen's daughter. Whiz around, John. Give her a spotlight.
No. Apologies for any confusion.
So Alice is in the kitchen. She's helping Karen tonight because we haven't got Barry with us, and Alice has brought her husband as well, newlyweds. So they're sat over there quietly, ready for Karen to ask questions and to be of assistance. And Karen's got loads of fabulous things here that I'm really excited to learn how to make tonight, and I think you're all going to go equally as crazy with this new mould.
It's not too early for Christmas, is it?
No, they need to start practicing, don't they? Get them in. So, and it looks all bling. So we're just going to open up here. Look at this, Christmas time. How fabulous is these? So I'm not sure whether Karen's going to show you how to make all of them tonight.
I don't think it'll be quite time, but I'll certainly be showing you all the elements that make
Go on then, I'm going to leave you with it.
Yeah, we've got the winter wreath mould, which has got lots of different things on it. The branches, the tree branches, poinsettias, Christmas roses, holly, these little cones here. I think what else is on it? There is something else. Mistletoe. Yeah, it goes on and on. Some of these cakes here, this one and this one. This is actually from Christina Ludlam's book. You know, a gorgeous book.
I'm going down there tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, so she did this one for us and used the winter wreath. So you can see there's so many different styles with it, and she did this one all in like winter white. So it's a very elegant looking Christmas cake. And then this little fella here, this little Santa, he was sort of a last minute one.
Well, I tell you, it's fabulous for last minute. I wish I could do him last minute. Look at him.
Well, I sort of cheated a little bit here because Christina decorated this cake for us because she loved these moulds.
Yeah. She loves that cable knit though, doesn't she?
But this originally, Santa's body was on top.
Oh, right.
And I thought, when I saw the gold and everything, I thought, oh, it'd look lovely with the gold Christmas tree. So I said, would you mind if I swapped it over a little bit?
Yeah. Because
I've got an idea in mind for the ball that you've covered with the winter wreath. So she said, oh, no, not at all, not at all. So he was done very quickly. I used our knitted mould for his sleeves.
Well, he's lovely. I'm hoping to make him myself. He's great.
He's good, isn't he? Quite quick to do.
Ever so quick.
Yeah, and then this one here, we've got a few of our moulds on. Again, the winter wreath, of course. The brand new, out today, Christmas tree, which I'm going to be showing you straight away, first thing. And then I've also used the knitted, well, Christina's used the knitted piece and the cables there as well. And around the bottom here, she did something that I'd never thought of at all, painting our little sitting Santa, sitting reindeer, sitting elf, and sitting snowman.
Well, to be fair, Karen, I think that's fabulous, because
gorgeous,
one of the things that bothers me when I'm using moulds is having to put in all the little bits, but I think all in gold.
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to paint their eyes.
No.
And all the,
I think gold or silver is absolutely fantastic.
No, so they look lovely, don't they?
And it's achievable by everybody to do that.
Yeah, I can turn the cake around a little bit, so because we can't quite see the snowman there. So if I just spin it round a touch. Be careful with the lights. We thought it was I thought it was a good idea to put lights on. Now we're just getting tangled up. So there's the
I've got another
snowman, which is really nice.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah. Yeah, so they look lovely in the gold, don't they? You can really see all the detail on them.
Let's just lift it up for him, Karen. We'll stick it on here.
Okay.
So it's not the posh turntable, it's just
Just
one thing. Will he go
It's
on
all right,
there?
I'm just watching it.
Will he go on there? It's going to be too tall.
No, it's fine. Well, I don't need to turn it anymore anyway, because we'll put Santa back at the front where he lives. That's it.
Well done, John, for that big.
And then just here.
I thought that was the end of that cake.
Yeah, there's another cake here. Again, the Christmas tree and the winter wreath round the bottom. So the Christmas tree's got lots of other little decorations with it as well. So on here you can see the small pieces of holly and the little angel at the top. So yeah, so you can do do quite a lot. And the trees, you can do so many, you know, all the different colours.
It's a really good idea. It's fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's really quite simple, just the holly bits on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anybody can do that, won't they?
Yeah. But doing these trees, we had a bit of a nightmare a few weeks ago because we were trying to desperately get the new mould made. We had the photographer coming in to take photographs, new photographs, and the weather, it was the end of August, and it was really warm and humid, and I could not get the pieces dry. And then you'd think they were dry, well, they were dry, you'd put them all on and everything, and then they sort of drooped a little bit. So the more recent trees I've made are much better. And there's just some little angels there. I just brought them because they look Christmassy.
Yeah, they look fabulous.
Yeah. It's got the new feather mould on, but it's just, I thought they looked quite cute with the tree. Okay, and then the other, it's not all Christmas, not totally, don't want to put everyone off.
People have babies at Christmas.
Because we've got this lovely cake here that Alice did with the babies on from the baby mould. There's 5 different babies on there, so you can do lots of different things with these. They're so cute. You could even, which we haven't tried yet, but I was just thinking before, we can even dress them, you know, put little clothes on them and things. I think that would look really cute.
You've got nothing to do in life, Karen.
Yeah, Alice is nodding. I'll be like, yes, that's your next job. Yeah, I was just thinking this would look particularly cute.
You've not got enough to do.
With a little dress, Alice. So that would look nice with a little dress and just show the nappy sticking out. So there's lots of different things you could do with that. Okay, and the stalk she did make by hand, but you keep getting asked, don't you?
Yeah.
A mould for a stalk. So, yeah. So one day, Okay, so we've got a few more cakes over this side as well. A few more Christmas cakes. So this one, this is the sitting snowman.
I love
You've
that.
just seen in gold.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So they're just great for round a cake. Very quick to do. Okay, and then...
If you come round here, John...
Oh yes, better view this way round, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are 2 of Christina's again.
They're lovely, I love them.
I don't know if she's watching, but I think she likes
watching?
the winter wreath by the looks of things.
She is, yeah.
She is, yeah. So she's done some fabulous things with the wreath, the winter wreath, as you can see. So...
she made me a great wreath one with my nozzles, my knitting nozzles. She did that on one of the TV channels with Rosie Drummer.
Brilliant.
So I think wreaths are Christina's things.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. And here's the tree again, which I haven't finished decorating. And again, all done in a bit of a rush, but that one's up slightly more than the one I did.
Yeah,
the first one in the heat.
Just seen her pop up.
Hello, Christina.
She's here. But hi, Christina.
So,
right, good.
So I think it's time to get on and show you how to use the tree mould. For this, I should have brought a new one with me, shouldn't I? It's full of cornflower, because I was using it today. And it's just such a rush, isn't it, getting ready and everything, so everything just got thrown in my work box. So I can show you all the things that you get with it. So the tree, you don't have to have your tree this big. You know, you can cut it, if you cut it not straight, if you want to go round the bottom of your cake or whatever on the sides, but you can make it short.
You just have to use your imagination when you buy a real tree and you've got to trim it up.
But I do need to do this on on a tall cake and put it on the side and do different heights of trees or whatever. Like I say, there's so many things you can do with it, and then you've got all the little pieces here to decorate it with as well. You've got a little Christmas stocking. That's just our logo. A lot of people will think that's a decoration. We have been asked what's the little angel for, but that's just our logo. We've got the little candy cane here, a bow for the cornflower. This is a spare branch, so when I do the 3D trees stood up, I use this in between, which I'll show you later. And I've also used it for cookies as well today, so I've got some of those to show you as well in a little while. Yes, we've got the bow, we've got a little angel that you've seen on top of the trees, some holly, a bauble, a snowflake, a different shaped bauble, and a smaller bauble. So there's lots there, lots to be doing. Okay.
Fantastic.
So
just before you start, we're just going to do a couple of shout outs. So we got some shout outs, John, say some hellos to people. Let's say hello, see who's all here watching you. So we've got our regulars. So let's just see. So we've got Shelma here, Jane Dursley, Jo Slatley's here. Iris has joined us. Iris was on my Nifty Nozzles class last week. Great lady, we had a great time. Hello, Kylie. Kylie's mentioned the babies, so she must be looking for that. Tracy Phillips says she loves the wreath. Christina's here. Julie Smith's here. Well done, Christina, for making all the cakes. Carol Billy's here. Fabulous mould, Karen. Karen's are brilliant to use, so that's quite nice.
Thank you.
Catherine says she's missed the start. Do you have the stalk mould at all?
Yeah, we did mention that, didn't we? Since Alice did the cake, she's caused trouble, but everyone wants a stalk mould now. So we will do a stalk mould.
Right, have we not got a stalk mould then? Is that just something you made, was it?
Yeah, I just made it in by hand, so
So,
maybe one coming soon.
It's on the list of
so well done,
to-dos.
well done, Catherine, for spotting that. It's a secret. That Sarah Webster, absolutely amazing. Hi, Pam Kerrick. Never get Pam's name right. So anyway, I've set out a few hellos there. So let's get cracking and let's get going.
Off we go. Okay. Right, the tree mould. So, cornflower. This is one of Carol's cornflower pouches.
Bigger and better.
It is big, that, isn't
I know,
it? Really big.
Giving you plenty.
Yeah, it's good for a big tree like that. It just works really well. So
less money to
tap it out. And they're quicker as well, you know, than brushing it in and all that. You just go pat, 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 tap out, and that's it, you're ready. Now, this is my sugar paste, the one you like.
Karen,
Are you
I
still
love the
nibbling
sugar
at
paste.
it?
Am I still nibbling at it, really? I start my diet every Monday and fail by Tuesday.
So now I have added Tylo to it this time. I don't normally, but using the moulds with this paste, you don't have to add the Tylo at all. So all the guesswork's taken out of it. But because I want the trees to stand up and stay standing up, I do add Tylo to it.
I think we should.
And I'm, you know, you should sort of make it in advance because it does mature. It does over, say 2 hours. It will firm up a little bit. But I tend to just use it straight away. I put in, I get the amount of paste I think I'm going to need to use and put the Tylo in until I feel it change slightly. Because when you buy other sugar pastes, they're all slightly different. Sometimes, you know, if you go to a supermarket and buy it, it might be a bit soft or...
I was going to say, I find that they usually are quite soft and sticky, aren't they?
Yeah. So I usually just know by hand, but as a rough guide for this tree, you're looking at probably a level teaspoon to about 250 grams. But
well, if somebody ever asks why I've not got any of your flowers made or anything, it's because when I make them, I scoff them. But I did make your buttercream flowers cake.
Yeah, you did. I've just rolled that out so it's easier. To get into the mould.
That's a great tip.
Because like I say, because it has got Tylo in, it is a little bit firmer. So I just start to push it into the sides. If you feel it's sticky on the back, it shouldn't be. It's not too warm, is it? Do you remember last time I was here?
Oh, it was on fire, wasn't it?
And yesterday I did a demonstration day with Marion Frost, and it was so warm. Everything, the paste, even not my paste, I never have trouble with, but it was so warm because the kitchen was right next to the room we were demonstrating in.
Just checking we've not got the heater on.
I think it was very warm in there. So
well, since we put these lights up, we're even hotter as well now.
Oh yeah. Oh. It's
right,
nice and bright.
Susan Tyrrell, in what proportions do you put Tylo into the paste?
Right, so it depends on the paste, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But like I said before, I'm sort of that used to working with it, and I know how it needs to feel. I just knead it in until I feel the paste change and go a bit firmer. But it will go firmer if in a few hours' time.
Yeah.
But I tend to mix it in as I'm using it. But as a rough guide, I said about a level teaspoon to about 250 grams.
Oh, right,
it could be more, could be less. It can depend on the weather, how soft the paste is. There's far too much here, but I'll show you how to take it off. On our instruction sheet with the mould, it will tell you the weight to put in. So
that's a good thing, actually.
You can weigh it so you don't end up with this, but it's nice to be able to show people.
That's a good thing, that, Karen, isn't it? So what you're saying is, on your instruction sheet, which is here, which comes with the mould, you tell them exactly all the things that you need to do with it, which is great.
Yeah.
So if they do buy this mould, which is on our website now, you can grab it. And Maria's put all the links at the top of the page. But don't go grabbing it yet. Watch Karen. It's too nice to miss.
You've got
you don't want to be missing
at the moment.
Yeah. Till tomorrow.
Till yeah. Oh. Well, the great thing about this is, if you're making these trees, you can make them now.
Yes.
They're still edible at Christmas.
Yes.
They're not going to go off or anything. They're fine. So there's a bit too much there. Just take that off.
Cheryl Henderson has asked, hi Karen, do you use your paste to cover your cakes? If not, what paste do you use?
Yeah, I do use it to cover cakes. It can be a little bit firmer, rolling out. But
You
when
think that, but I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I had Gwen Powley and Kim Firth used it, and
they
didn't
loved
think
it.
so either.
Yeah, they loved
and
it.
I've had
didn't
other
they?
people use it.
Yeah.
They don't agree with you, so I think you stop saying that, Karen. It's been great.
Yeah, I'm doing it
That's
down.
when we're not eating
no,
it.
it is lovely to use. It is lovely.
If
And
anybody
it
doesn't want to eat the sugar paste, don't buy marshmallow.
Yeah, it doesn't dry out too quickly either, when you're covering your
Yeah,
cake and
it's
things.
lovely.
But I think as long as it's kneaded well, I think it's me with all my old age, all my aches and things, all my aches and pains now rolling out sugar paste.
No, they didn't find any problems with it.
Good. Yeah, so that's ready to come out now. Now you'll see how easy this comes out. With these moulds, with all my moulds, you don't need to go around doing this or anything. Just turn it over. This will fall out.
I will say that how easy your molds are. Fabulous. Absolutely.
I mean, obviously it's heavy. That's a
Yeah.
big piece and it's heavy, so it will just drop out. Some of the others are flex more, which you will see, but they do come out really easy. Okay, so it's great, all the detail, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everything.
it's lovely. Who came up with that idea?
Was it me? Yes, Alice is saying it's me. It's
You
usually,
don't
it's
remember?
usually Alice.
You don't remember?
She usually tells me what I need to do.
I must admit we've missed our Laura because Laura makes
Yeah.
all the flavours.
Yeah.
I started making all the flavour and then Laura's
Oh,
made them.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
she's left to have a baby. I've got to start thinking again. I'm like,
Ooh, yeah. Oh. Right, so if you're doing the 3D tree, you need to leave that as it is and put it onto a piece of sponge, okay? Then you will need to mould another 2 pieces like this and cut straight up the middle. You can use something, a ruler or something to, I wouldn't use that, but
yeah.
something straight to put down the middle. You could mark it first and then just cut it straight up the middle. Now, did you notice as I cut, I don't know, it stretched slightly? So your first one you've made hasn't stretched, has it? So when you come to put them together, you don't want, so I just tend to just push it a little bit like that, okay? And then they will go on a sponge pad to dry.
To dry.
Yeah.
Super.
Okay, so then you will need to make lots of little, wrong mould, lots of extra branches.
Gillian, who was in the bath this week, is now threatening to slap her son if he doesn't stop talking while watching.
Oh.
He said she's watching her favourite people and he just can't stop shouting and talking. So he's going to get a clout in a minute.
How old is he?
No. She was in the bath watching us last week.
Oh. Oh. Right, so I'm going to put the paste in here now in the branch and explain about the branch. That looks too small, doesn't it? Let's put a bit more on. I still don't get
We've
it
got
right.
Martin Dursley. He watches with all the family and he's ordering a tree tonight. He said it's his favourite so far.
Oh, good. Okay, so I'll start off with a teardrop shape, really, just to make it easier to push in. And push it along, and then any excess, just take off with your thumb. You don't need to use a knife or anything, because they're really firm. Just does with your thumb.
Fantastic,
That's
aren't they?
it. Yeah, quick and easy, so there's no picking up a knife and cutting that edge off. So that's ready to come out as well. So just turn it over and bend. Now that there, it's quite a wide angle. Okay, so what I do is just trim off. See you call them needles, don't you? The leaves, they're not leaves, the needles. So the first one there, just trim that off up to the point at the top. And the same this side, so from the point and down. So you end up with a sharper top, and that fits better into the branches. There's no, oh dear, it won't fit, that'll fit nicely.
I
Okay.
think we're going to see how that works in a minute, aren't we?
Yes, definitely. Okay, so.
Shelma says Karen's moulds are the best around.
Oh. I'm going to put some colour on them now. So I've got a big green brush. So dip it into the powder, onto the paper, and then brush some colour in. If you look, probably explain it better on here. If you look where it's deeper, like here, you put the powder, the dark green, into the deeper areas. Now Alice is the artistic one, doing things like this, aren't you? I usually say, you know, how should we colour this? What should we do? You know, she does it a lot more beautifully than I do. I just tend to do them very quick.
Does Alice just get involved because you started them? Because how long have you been doing this, Karen?
Oh,
Making your own moulds.
I think it's about 10 years.
And when did Alice
Just
get
over 10
involved?
years. How many years ago?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
That long? Gosh. Oh.
It's great, you know, the kids come along, they can do it.
Well, I thought that's what had happened, but she can take over. I could retire.
You can look after the
It's not happened
grandkids.
yet. No. So you see, that's just made it look a bit more detailed. And then if you want to, you can sort of highlight the tops of the branches with a little bit of white.
You know, that little bit of colour is just done a massive
Yeah, and look
effect,
at the
isn't
difference
it? Yeah.
with that one there.
Yeah.
Probably put a bit too much on there.
Elaine Lawson says she's glued watching it
Oh.
while her husband Simon makes a pom-pom for a knitted baby's hat.
Oh.
He said
That's
helpful
clever.
her husband, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Really does help her with things.
Oh.
You just have to say hello to Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Michael.
Oh,
Oh,
Michael's
Michael.
saying, yeah, Michael's saying hi, Alice. Who's Michael?
Michael Lewis Anderson.
Oh, is it Michael Lewis Anderson? Oh, hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Oh.
Come on, give us a clue.
At first I thought it was Pete's brother, here's Michael as well. Oh, yeah, well he's in Belgium, so that's why I'm surprised. That's,
Right.
yeah.
He's found time to tune in, and he'll be an hour ahead as well, won't he?
Yes, yeah.
So he's not drunk yet then?
No, that makes a change, doesn't it, Michael? Oh, I'll be in trouble now, Michael. Okay, so that's what you do, okay, with the branches. So there's lots of different ways of colouring them. If you wanted, like the gold trees.
Everybody's saying it's mesmerising watching you do this.
Oh gosh. Now, I was just going to say I need my alcohol, but the isopropyl alcohol to paint with. You can use lemon extract,
I was going to
which
say,
is
I
a
use
tip.
lemon extract.
That's
Yeah.
a tip Christina gave, isn't it, the other week, which is a really good tip. It smells lovely as well when you're painting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, oh, that's lovely, lovely bright gold.
I'm just going to shout out hello, Deborah Dafford. Deborah and I have
Yeah.
been working together on
Yeah.
her teaching herself how to make a rose.
Oh,
For a wedding cake she's doing.
oh,
That's lovely, that
yeah.
gold,
It's
isn't
gorgeous,
it? Yeah.
isn't it? Really nice. So
So,
that's it.
just in case anybody's asking, Karen's using the Colour Splash range tonight, which you can get on the website.
You could even do that with it. Ooh.
Yeah, and then we've got some white, it looks really twinkly that,
It's
doesn't
gorgeous,
it?
isn't it?
We've got some white twinkles, I don't know, I can't think what it's called now, but it's on our rainbow, it's on our website.
Yeah, the rainbow's hologram white.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
that's really twinkly.
so there we go. Move those out the way. Now, the next thing is putting your tree up and together, which is a bit nerve-wracking at first. So what I want to do is make a base for the tree. I forgot to say, as I was moulding the tree, I didn't do the trunk, the bottom of the tree.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because it is quite small. I didn't want to do it wide and look
Yeah.
unrealistic or whatever. So I'm just going to make a base out of sugar paste,
Yeah.
because I thought it would look odd as well,
Yeah.
like sections of
Yeah.
trunk.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be better with a round
Yeah, I
trunk.
was going to say you could make that easy enough with the sugar paste, can't we?
Yeah. So I'll just take some paste. Oh, it's the white one I'm doing. Sorry. Put the white one together, and then I'm going to put the branches in the green one. I'm easily confused.
Oh, so you're going to do a white Christmas tree, so you've done
Yes.
a demo there for the green,
Yeah, I've got brown.
but your white ones are already set, aren't they?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
they're dried ready. There's one I did
The
earlier.
reason we were late, guys, is Karen had lost her dried trees.
Yeah, the branches were missing.
We had a mad panic searching through all
Yeah.
the boxes looking for them. Which flavour's that, Karen? Don't tell me it's marshmallow.
It is. Better hide it.
God.
Better hide it. Get it out of the way.
It's just so good.
Right, so that does feel sort of softer tonight, so I'll put a little bit Tylo in. So I do want it to set quite hard and firm up to put the tree branches into it, so I just need that in. So that's
Trish Cooper says, are you at the NEC, Karen?
certainly
Yes. We're both there, aren't we?
Yes, and the cake and bake show this
and
weekend.
if anybody's at the cake and bake show this weekend, Karen and I are actually side by side. We
We're
didn't know
neighbours.
that. Now, I do know that we have lots of cake shop owners watching us and cake stockers watching us, albeit they never wave or say anything, but anyhow, we do know that they're watching. So Des has asked if anybody wants to stand at Cake and Bake. She's got 3 left to give her a call. So if you message me, I'll give you her telephone number, but she's got 3 stands left that she wants me to shout out about.
Okay, so I've just sort of made a very rough tree trunk. I'm trying to do it very quickly,
Yeah, no, they
so
understand.
we can get on with lots of things to show you. So, and I've shaped it slightly out to make it more stable.
Yeah.
And then if you want to, there's lots of different things you could do with this. I mean, you could do it the other way if you wanted, you know, do it longer and that shape so it's a pot or whatever. But I am doing it this way, and I'm just marking it with a Dresden tool. Not very well, but it just gives you an idea. So
Yeah, it's quick and simple. That's
a little
all that's
bit
needed, isn't
bark-like,
it? Yeah.
you know. Okay, I won't go right round, just
dig off that little brown dot. I had somebody
is
moaning
there
about sugar
someone
paste
where
with
is
a
it?
brown
Where is it?
dot
Oh,
on the
there
other
it
day.
is.
They watched one of our
There's 2
videos and
actually.
they were going mad because there was a brown dot on
Well,
it.
it is annoying, isn't it? It is.
And I'm like, it was Facebook Live.
You
These things
wonder-
happen.
Yeah. Well, it makes it more real.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now what do I need now? Some royal icing.
So Robert Allen's joined us, Sue Simpson,
Piping bag.
Doreen Griffin.
Have you seen anywhere? I've got a roll of greaseproof paper that I brought.
Oh, do you know what? I thought it was mine. I put it away.
And some scissors. There's some scissors
Do you know
as
what?
well.
I said to Alice, are these your scissors? I said it to you and you said no.
Yeah, I wasn't
I
sure.
put them away,
Yeah, I
so-
couldn't remember whether I brought them, but I did
There you
because
go.
I need to cut it back.
So Des from Cake and Baker says, hi guys.
Oh,
See you Friday to Sunday. Yep, we'll be there.
yes.
Our favourite show manager. Is she your favourite show manager?
What's
Is she
that?
your manager? Des.
Des.
From Cake and Bake.
I don't think
Justina, Desi.
I don't think I've ever met her.
Yeah.
She'll tell me I have now.
Yeah, you will have met her.
I remember Tom.
She's my favourite. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Tom, and then he left.
Yeah.
So, oops,
So she's there shouting out 3 stands. I've already done it, Des. Told them 3 stands left.
Oh,
Karen and I will have them for now.
how shall I do that? Sort of slowly. This is the greaseproof bag to do a piping bag. So it's this shape, and what a lot of people think is this is the point that you're going to pipe from, and it isn't. The point you
Is
need to
there.
make it here.
Yeah.
Okay, opposite that,
Do you know what they're going to do? Look, they're all loving this. That you're
and
going to
that.
make this.
That you do. You go like that. So
Yeah.
you're bringing these 3 corners
Yeah.
together in effect, and
I've
then
not made
over
one of them in
and
years.
round the back. Like that. Well, you can buy them, can't you? But I prefer using paper.
Yeah.
It's what you're used to, isn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so is that okay? I'll do it again quickly.
Yeah.
So you start with your triangle. It's these 3 corners that go in together. Your actual point is on the long straight edge. So you turn
It's good that
that
you say that to them because you do
in.
forget.
And then this will be the bit they're all winding backwards and forwards to watch.
It's a bit like origami, isn't
Oh,
it?
I didn't do that very well myself. I need to do it the way I do it quickly. Like that. It's better. Okay, and you can adjust this, you know, moving
Yeah.
it up and down or whatever. So just fold the top in
They're all loving it.
more. And then put some icing
Somebody
in.
says, do you put CMC powder in fondant before applying to the mould? CMC is the same as Tylo,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do. She did mention it.
I
at
did
the
for the
beginning.
tree. I did for
Yeah.
the tree. I don't normally because I
No.
don't need it with our sugar paste. But with other sugar pastes, you would need it because they wouldn't be firm enough to work in moulds.
Jenny's asking what does Tylo's do? It firms up the sugar paste.
Yeah.
So it can stand up, Jenny, like this tree here. So if you just
Yeah,
put that purge on.
Yeah.
The reason she uses it, Jenny, is when you use something like this, it needs to be a bit firmer. So you put your Tylos in for when you're doing those types of moulds.
Right.
So back to Karen.
I've just cut a hole in the bottom here, and I'm going to put the tree.
Oh, you're going to put it together.
Yes.
Nerve-wracking.
Let's get a board. I'm going to stand it on here. Sorry, there's a bit of gold powder there. I think I used this yesterday in the den. Something. Now, you're going to put the tree pieces up here, aren't you? The one whole piece across, and then the sections there. So there will actually be sort of six sections coming off.
I'm
So you
laughing at
start.
Jenny. She never heard about Thailand. She said she wished she'd known when she was waiting 2 whole days for a rainbow to dry.
Oh, well, she'll know now. She'll know for next time. So this piece has got to stand across the middle, hasn't it?
Mm.
Okay. So sometimes if I know,
So,
see, I've pressed it in there,
yeah.
so it's halfway across. I'm going to actually, I might put some cocktail sticks in. I wouldn't normally, if, I think, yeah, I made, yesterday I'd made some edible sticks, support
Right.
sticks out of flour paste.
Yeah.
You just take a little ball of paste, roll it in your hand, roll the sausage and let them dry.
Yeah.
And they're brilliant for things like this. If you
Yeah.
want them to stay completely edible, they're really good just as a support. So I just think if I put one of these either side, just so, because I need to move it about. We haven't got time to leave it to dry before I put more pieces on. And then just mark.
That's good. I'm glad that everybody's remembered me now. We was getting that many hi Karens. They've started saying hi Carols now.
Oh.
Hi everyone, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, so that's going to be about right. So what I do now, before I put, well, I can put that on, but I'm going to mark the sections so I know where the other branches are going. So if I just lightly, it's hard to see with the shadows. I think they look equal. They look equal here, and then when I put the branches in, I think, oh no, they're not. I mean, really, I should have a circle folded.
I think you're just being particular.
You know, all that. If you were in college or on a course,
I think after you put that amazing cake, that amazing tree together, nobody's going to notice.
they would, you'd just fold a piece of paper, wouldn't you, into sections and have it all marked properly and everything. So now, I know that the tree is going to be here. So I'm going to put that in. And just press gently. Stay. Now, what you have to do is walk right the way around it 360 degrees to make sure it's straight. Okay, it's really important to make sure it's straight. Does it look straight? From every angle, yeah. So far, so good.
There's 3 of us that agree it looks straight.
Okay, good. Right, now, the next thing I'm going to do is, see, I think it's leaning forward. Oh well. The next thing I'm going to do is just pipe some royal icing straight up the middle, back down, and then attach the next 2 pieces. So we've got the pieces here, and they're going to go on those lines there. I don't think really I need to put royal icing on here because it should stick okay to this piece. So if I push it in and down.
Are you answering questions on it? Well done, Alice.
Oh, good. I knew I brought her for a reason.
I was thinking Karen Davies is talking on here. How's she doing that?
Oh, very clever. I am. Very clever.
Alice is sat there so quiet, forgot all about it.
Yeah, she's busy working away then. Now, it's quite good actually looking from the top because I can see sort of what the sections are like.
So just so I can let everybody know, this Christmas tree mould is live on our website for sale. You can grab it now.
Oh, yeah, it is wobbling a little bit there, but all the moving doesn't help.
Yeah, don't worry.
And then we'll put some royal icing up the back. Yeah, if you ever have any leftover, you know, when you're making your flowers or anything else in flour paste or pastelage, it's really good making those little sticks and have them in a cardboard box ready to use for modelling any models or anything. Now when I put the branches on here, I don't put them in at the back. This is the back of the tree, but I don't put them in this way. You can if you want to, but I like putting them this way. Yeah. Just so you have the best view.
All the time,
from the front or slightly sideways, because quite often a cake won't be seen at the back as much, will it, as the front. Okay, so you pop that in. Stay, don't breathe. Don't breathe. Okay, so that needs to be left to dry. Okay, that's really important. And to dry it, sort of, that's sticking up a bit too much. To dry it a bit quicker. Do
you want me to put it on my windowsill where it's a bit cooler?
It's alright because I've got a dry one anyway. I've got a bin like Blue Peter Rita made one
Right.
earlier. Yeah, put, you know, the desk fans. If you put a desk fan on it
Yeah.
and blow it, it'll dry really quickly. But always use like fresh royal icing as well, not royal
Yeah.
icing you've had for a week, or
Right.
it doesn't work as well.
Not that stuff in the tub.
I've not tried it, to be honest, but I think it probably would work,
Yeah.
because it's going to be fresh, isn't it?
Yeah.
However they do, however they make it, it'll be fine, I think. Yeah. So that, now we'll put that to one side, and I will bring in the dried. Oh, and that tree, by the way, I painted one gold earlier, didn't I? But you can. I think this will be a nice tree as well. Doing it, just catching the gold brush.
Oh, just on the white branches.
Across
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
I think that'd make
Yeah.
a lovely tree,
Yeah.
gold or silver.
Yeah.
But that tree, the white tree, you can put all the branches in. That's what I'm going to do now on the green one. And they could spray it, use a spray luster instead, or whatever, or silver, whatever you want. Okay, so now the next bit is putting the branches into your tree. So let's get some green paste. We need green paste. Oh, bit I forgot to tell you.
So people are asking where you can get Tylo. You can buy Tylo on our website, guys. We've got it in 40-gram pots, 100-gram pots, 80 grams. So we've got CMC, which is the same as Tylo, and we've got Rainbow Dust Tylo. They're all in different size pots.
Right, I forgot before to mention.
Somebody says, how long does it take to dry? But you said very quickly if it's cool, anyhow.
How long does which take to dry, the tree
Yeah.
or the
The tree.
the tree put up? I'd say a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Just to leave it. I mean, as long as you can is the best
Yeah.
thing. But if it's fresh royal icing and you have the fan on it, I think it'll dry really quickly. Okay, so I forgot to mention that you can paint the backs of those sections with the green tree.
Yeah.
And it really, when the branches are on, you'll see how it looks a bit badly painted at the moment. It's very. All I do.
We're going to pull together.
Yeah, all I do is start with quite a large brush and very thin colour. I've mixed alcohol, but like I said before, you can use your lemon extract. You can use water for this if you want, actually, to just paint. Usually I use the alcohol when I want it to dry quickly.
Kat Riley's going to her first cake show in November.
Oh.
She's coming to Cake and Bake. She says she's going to be starstruck when she meets us all after watching us all on Facebook Live.
Oh. Okay, so you see that I've done quite big brush strokes in very pale green.
How much is the mould? It's $17.99 the mould,
yes,
isn't it?
that's right, yeah.
So Lynn Toff, it's $17.99. Everybody, the Christmas tree mould is $17.99. It's on our website. Just gone on sale today.
Yeah,
So
brand new.
Karen's come with another brand new release.
So what I do as I work the painting, I'll go darker and a thinner, go down in brush size to thinner brushes, which I don't seem to have brought
Scott
right
says he's
ones.
building up the courage to make a tree that big.
Oh.
He only does normally small ones. But this is easy. Looking at this looks quite easy to do though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think the hard bit is just making sure you've put it up straight.
It's not fell over yet.
Oh, good. So, yeah, so you see I just go darker and thinner, really, and so on, carry on. I won't do it all now until it looks like that. And then putting the branches in. Oh. Need another piping bag.
Jane Temple says she's got so many of your moulds in an 18-litre clip lock tub. It's so heavy but worth the backache.
Oh, well, the big moulds, aren't they?
I've got loads of them.
They are big moulds.
Before I even started cake decorating,
Yeah.
I've got loads of them.
So I'm going to show you what I've used. I've made cookies with them today as well, shaped cookie dough with them.
Have you?
I love doing that.
I
It's just
must
make
do
different, isn't it? Because I love doing the cakes and everything. But it's so nice making the cookies.
Have you got
for
fresh ones
change.
here? But you didn't bring
not,
the fresh ones,
I
did you?
I have baked them, but you're not going to eat them because I need them for next week. I should have made more, shouldn't I?
It's all right. I'll tuck into the marshmallow paste in a minute.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. That's fine. Right, so green royal icing now. When I put the gold tree together, when I'm doing this, if there's any sort of gaps or the royal icing sort of comes through at the sides of the gold pieces, I just let it dry and then I paint it later. with the gold powder mix. So push that down. I don't know, there is a slight hole at the bottom, but I just want it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we'll start at the front. Do you know, sometimes when I look at these, I can't think which is the piece that's whole. It takes me a while to figure out. It's that one. Yeah, it's that one there. Right. So this is actually the front here. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, I haven't dusted them. I just realised the colour's not on them. So I might start with a one that's got some colour in. Okay. Yeah, I didn't paint them, dust them. They're going to look odd, aren't they?
Why don't you get your paint brush now? Just going
to Everything's a rush. I know. I'll do this one here because they're the painted.
Yeah.
That's where the two painted ones meet. So we'll see what it looks like, sort of disguised. Now there's going to be 5 branches between the top and the bottom. Okay. So the last one will be up here at the top. So the bottom branch is going to be about here. And then, so I need to put one right in the middle. I'm doing this at a funny angle, so I hope it's right.
You do close in, John.
And then one there.
Just getting John to zoom in.
And one there. I'm not going to put the top one on yet because I do that row all together last. What I tend to do is go round each section and then do the branches on the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just getting John to zoom in what you've done there, so they can see those little beads that you've done there.
Okay. And then what you need to do is make a teardrop shape out of your leftover paste from the tree. So it's just this, and it can be rough. Don't worry about getting it smooth. Nobody's going to see it. I pinch it a little bit at the back, so it goes into that angle. And then to push it in securely, use a bone tool or end of a paintbrush handle, anything. Push it in and down.
And Moore said, how do you make your royal icing?
I use Merry White.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
really easy.
1 part Merry White to 4 parts water, and then I just mix in the icing sugar. I'm not sure if that's for £1. I can't remember because I just do it now. Yeah. I can't remember the quantities, but I know that it's 1 part to get the mix. It's 1 part water, 1 part Merry White to 4 parts water. And then I tend to just put the icing sugar in and mix it, and then add more, and then I put it, when it's all mixed in, I put it on the mixer and just beat it for a few minutes. Yeah. And you get nice. So you see that's at an angle, just lifted.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You squeeze that in there, Jim.
And then another piece. So we just carry on all the way up, putting the teardrop shapes on. That's a bit of a squished one. Push it in and up. Icing. Branch.
It's holding, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and even this will dry quicker as well if you put the fan on it again, you know. And then this one in.
A couple of questions. What's Merry White?
It's.
You ask.
Do you sell it or not?
I don't, but no. But
you can get it at cake decorating shops, can't you?
Yeah.
It's,
I think all cake decorating shops sell them. Most of them do, don't they?
Yeah. Instead of using...
if they go into the cake show next weekend, they'll definitely
they'll have it there. Yeah, any of the cake shows.
Yeah.
It's instead of using egg whites, you know, fresh...
It's a fake egg white, isn't it?
Egg whites, yeah. Just
a powdered egg white.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's real egg, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it is.
Right. I don't know.
Somebody will answer us, I'm sure it is. I've always thought it is.
Yeah.
Albumin or, whatever.
Powdered egg white.
Yeah. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say
something. Oh, yeah, right. Christina's answered. Well done, yes. Christina.
Yeah.
Good.
To the rescue.
Someone who knows. Well, Karen knew, I didn't.
I can't remember. Yeah, instead of, like, when you use fresh egg whites, I mean, they're safe, aren't they, now these days, you know? A lot of people are scared of using the eggs as long as they've got the lion mark.
Yeah,
they're okay. And you find it's whiter when you use the Merry White. It gives a lovely white royal icing. When you use the fresh eggs, it can look a bit yellowy, can't it?
Gwen Powell's just joined us.
Oh, hiya, Gwen.
Michelle Walkington's just joined us as well.
I'm just pushing those up a little bit, those bottom ones.
Elaine Lawson says albumin we used in class years ago. Did there used to be a product called albumin then?
Yeah, do you just still hear of it, I think? Merry White is just a version of it, isn't it? So you see there the difference the branches make. And then when you get to the top, you then put them all on all together at the top. I'm not sure if I left some off this cake on purpose here, just to show you the, yes I did, to show you the finish. Yeah,
You have to put the display back right else.
So at the top here, you just see these, they should all meet at the top. So the white piping bag. And if you need to, I'll turn it around that way then, that's better, isn't it, for you to see there. So this time I'll use white and put the teardrop shape on. And then the icing, royal icing, and a gold branch. The same again for the last two. Very quiet, aren't we?
Pardon?
Very quiet.
I know, really quiet in here.
Feel the concentration.
Yeah, quiet watching as well.
Concentration in the room. But I mean, another nice way to do it, if you, like I said before, you know, doing it on the side of a deep cake, a tall cake, you could do the tree flat and then put all the branches on.
You could actually, on a tall cake, just put it all flat, couldn't you, round?
Oh yes, yeah. There's so many things we could do and so little time to do it in.
Kim Caulfield's here, she's been on holiday for a few weeks. She's the one who used your sugar paste for Gwen the other week. Loved it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
made those pillow cakes and things.
Yeah. Oh. So I would let that dry, and then any gaps where you can see any of the white, just paint in with the gold. Okay. There we go, and that's the tree.
So what do we think, guys? Do we like it?
Oh, I hope so. Right, I will put this back,
No,
because then we're ready.
Starting to come across now.
On to the next thing.
Yeah. We have a 30-second delay. Oh, they're all flying through now. Thank you, everybody. Didn't she do well there with that one? Oh, they're going mad now. It's really funny because you have to wait 30 seconds before it all starts running through. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the winter wreath is next, isn't it? So we've got something a little bit similar.
So this is another new mould, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, I can't go through all of them. I mean, you know how to do these. There's a really big tree branch here, which is what I've used for the really big tree.
Oh,
over
is
there.
that what you used? That was wonderful what you did. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Last year there was no tree, so we just had this one. I thought it'd be lovely to do some nice big trees. I did a white version of that as well.
Yeah.
So let's have a go. We'll do some holly first. You can actually put
Somebody's asked what is the check around the cake? Is it ribbon?
The tartan.
The
that was
tartan.
done. Christina did that with an edible printer.
Ah, right. Okay, so it's an edible print.
Yeah.
That's Rena. She was asking that one. And Trish, she was asking. You all need to ask Christina. She'll tell you where she got it from. Everyone's saying it's gorgeous.
It is
Awesome.
lovely. It is. Right, I've got red. I'm going to put it into the berries. Because if I'm putting green paste into the mould, obviously for the holly, when you try and paint red over the dark green, it doesn't always look wonderful.
So is this mould your equivalent to your buttercream flowers?
This is the
your
Christmas version.
They're going to go mad for this
A
one.
version of the buttercream flowers. So if you imagine all your cakes that you've done with the buttercream flowers changed to the winter
Christmas,
wreath things on it, you've got your Christmas cake, haven't you? And you use it exactly the same way, really. So I'm just going to touch a tiny little bit of glue on the back of there very carefully.
Michelle's asking, do we sell the wood grain mould as well? Is the wood grain mould the driftwood?
You should have.
I think I'm sure I've got
the bark, woodland bark.
Yes, I have got that one. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yes, Michelle, we've got it. It's called, what's it called? Wood bark.
Woodland bark.
Woodland bark.
Rustic woodland bark. It's official
Rustic
name.
woodland bark, Michelle.
Right, so I'm doing the holly, but you see I've made that shape ready to go on the back, so it'll be easy to press it into the leaves. I just need a bit of corn flour on my fingers. Sometimes I just pat it on the table so I can rub my fingers onto it. into one.
Susan Tyrrell says, Karen, do you think that when you cut the tree pieces in half, she's put prices, she means pieces in half.
Yeah.
If you stuck them together so the texture would be the same on both sides, do you think that would work, or would it be too heavy?
Yeah, it can be done. They almost fit together, so you just use a Dresden tool to shape it and push them together. It might make it thicker in the middle, joining them. Yeah. But it would probably work. It probably would. Just haven't had time to
well, Susan can do it and show us, can't she? There you go, Susan.
She could. That would be really good. I'd be really grateful.
We need somebody to try it. So you crack on, Susan. Get that one done.
Okay, so that's ready to come out now. So we just turn it over and bend. And there's your lovely holly. Now that would be nice. I forgot to bring it with me. You know the dimpled sponge? Yeah. If you put it into that, deep into that, you'd get that nice shape then, wouldn't you? Yeah. So obviously...
I've got to put it in.
Oh, you got something? Some sort of former?
I'll save these actually. Because Christina was using her... I saved these.
Oh, lovely.
From my peaches.
Perfect. Oh, I never thought of those.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Look at that. Peach trays.
Peach trays, plum trays.
They're nice because they're deeper and smaller than apple trays.
And they're free.
Yeah, look at that.
So every time you buy peaches, it's
very good.
Free, girls.
Yeah.
Every time you buy your peaches and plums.
I'll go for that.
That's what I use. I've always used them, or I use the egg boxes. The small stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many things, isn't there, you can get. Right, so do the poinsettia here. Now. Ooh. So, just need this, get it smooth before it goes in. Flatten it out slightly. I never just plonk a ball in the middle, just try and make a rough sort of shape that will help you.
I think if you use the ball, you really spend a lot of time pushing it around, aren't you?
Yeah. So we'll go right into each. There we go.
So just let me tell them about the red. Have you coloured that red, or have you used a red sugar paste?
I think it's our sugar paste and I've coloured it. Yeah. But you can use others. You can buy paste ready coloured, can't you? And then add your Tylo to it.
I was going to say we sell the Renshaw Poppy Red. We sell
just add Tylo to it.
Yeah, we sell Sugar Paste Direct Red, which is lovely. We've got their red.
The colour doesn't say the colour.
Yeah. Well, we've got the Renshaw one, and we've also got in stock, guys, the Sugar Paste Direct Red, which is lovely, and the 2.5 kilos.
Mm-hmm. There's the poinsettia, so we'll put some colour onto this. I'm going to put a little bit of green maybe on the edge.
What did you use to glue the berries to the holly and the mould?
It was just a little bit of edible glue that I made with Tylo powder. So whatever container or bottle you're going to put it in, I always wet it first, rinse it out with water, and then the Tylo powder, when you put it in, shake it round, it sticks to the outside edge. And it'll dissolve quicker, because when you make Tylo glue, you end up with a big lump, and it takes ages to dissolve.
I was going to say, Christina's just saying you don't really need to use glue, really.
No, water's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say I use water.
Yeah, water's fine for that. So I've just put a little bit of green on the edge. I haven't brought a big red dusting brush, but I'll use this. We can just add some red as well. And I'm only using that really to brush the cornflower off the
Christina says fresh fondant sticks to itself.
Yeah, it does. That one, when I put that in there was a bit of cornflour on it, so I knew I had to use something because it wouldn't stick very well. Yeah. And with it only being so tiny, I thought I'd better put something on the back. Okay, and then a small brush, and I think I'll just paint gold into the centre, into the stamens. So that's just a very, very quick poinsettia. I could have brushed green as well into the centre. Okay.
That was good, doesn't it?
Now, while I've got this, I'll show you something else. Okay, I made a cookie today.
Oh, look at that, with your cookie recipe.
Yeah, with the cookie recipe.
We're going to have to dig that out again.
So now,
it up again.
Yeah, I'm going to just have a little go. with some powder colour. So you more or less do it exactly the same way, really.
Mm.
And some red.
And she didn't bring any fresh cookies for me. I'm never going to lose weight.
Aw. So it's just the powder colour. And I'm doing it very quickly. You can spend more time, do it much neater than I am. Okay, and then
Looks nice.
I think I'll put a little bit of lustre on it. Because I think that it will look better. A bit more Christmassy.
Oh, you like
Doesn't
your
it?
bling, you,
Yeah,
don't
look at that. That's
Mhm.
lovely, isn't it? And then the gold, of course, in the centre. Yeah, so they're nice for Christmas parties and things, aren't they? Okay. So I will say the recipe
you? Super.
in a little while. Okay, so what else is on here?
So Debbie says, are the cookies made using your moulds? Yes, they are.
Yes.
But an important thing, don't put the mould in the oven. You use the cookie dough, you press it into the mould, flip out the cookie, and then put it on a baking sheet and pop it in the oven. Don't put the mould in the oven.
There's no need, you'd be there forever. If you wanted 20 cookies, it'd take you a week, I think.
Has anybody ever put them in the oven?
I don't know. No, but yeah, a lot of people think they have to go in, but you're shaping it, and because it's the right recipe, it doesn't rise, so it works really well. Now I've just added a little bit of tile to this because it's not our sugar paste, it's just a brown colour. And I'll do one of the fir cones here. So press that in. Oh, that came out nice and easy. I haven't got brown powder with me, just thought, so.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, Carol to the rescue. Right, so this is chocolate, yeah, Rainbow Dust chocolate. So I'm going to go for the green brush. And then just dust over to remove that corn flour and give it more detail. You've got a little fair cone to put with your poinsettia. So there's also Christmas roses, mistletoe, ivy leaves. I'll show you a nice way to do the ivy leaf. Really it should be, I'd use a cream ivory paste to do variegated ivy, but these look lovely. So just push that in. I've got brown on my fingers, sorry. I should have, obviously you'd wipe them at home, but because I'm trying to do them quick, we have the wrong sort of variegated ivy on the back. There we are. So again, that you can sort of shape it and twist it a little bit and dry it over something to get a nice shape. And then if you want to, you can do the colour. Oh gosh, I've got brown in there, but it's all right, it looks okay. So it's quite a thin, light colour, so if you dab that on, like
Everybody
that
needs to know that when that dries as well, it just all powders back up again, doesn't it?
Yes, in the lid.
Yeah.
I always mix in the lid of the alcohol.
Because when it dries,
it evaporates,
Yeah.
and you've still got your powder there. If you use this, you just wash it away.
Yeah.
So your pot of colour would go at least twice as quickly as it would normally. So now I want to go a little bit darker, just into the centre of that. So you see the effect you get, like that. It would look better if it was cream, ivory sort of colour. Okay, and then what else should we do? We'll do the rose. Just wipe my hands a little bit because the
Do you want me to wet that?
dirty, it's
better?
damp, it's fine, I
Right.
did it earlier. Nothing worse than when you do white, isn't it? It's a horrible colour, so. No, I haven't dried my hands properly, so it's very sticky. Oh, it's no good, let's try again. That's better, that piece, a bit drier. This paste as well, it doesn't dry out very quickly. You know, when you keep it, when you've got paste left over, as long as you wrap it in polythene, not cling film, and then in a Tupperware pot with the lid on, it keeps so well. You know, my finger's sticky, it came out too easily. That's another good one to shape as well there. So I haven't got any sort of lime green. I would like a little bit of lime green or something to put round. But you can put, I mean, these you can use other times as well. They don't just have to be Christmas roses. Or put a bit of pink around the edge, anything you want at all. But I'll just luster it.
That's pretty, isn't
Oh,
it?
there is pink there. There's some pink. You could put a little bit of pink on the edge. Not a very good
Sarah
brush.
Williams, I need to invest in sugar paste. Sarah, you won't go wrong with Karen's sugar paste. It is delicious. Vanilla's gorgeous, but marshmallow.
Okay, I'll just luster it as well. I know realistic flowers don't have luster on really, but it does. It looks so nice, doesn't it, for Christmas? And then a little bit of gold again in the middle. I'm just going to get a little tiny bit of green on the brush. Just put a tiny bit around those centre stamens. I think that looks better. And then, oh there it is, thought I had a gold brush. Just paint those over in the centre. And then that would dry. It's very sticky, my hands have gone very hot. Dry in there to shape the holly. When this is dry as well, you can powder colour. That's too wet now, that brush. You can brush green powder onto the holly. So I would do around the edges with a large brush. But for now, I'm just going to brush some into the centre veins there. Just to give it a bit more detail, a bit more depth. Okay. These are great for just cupcakes, you know, just to put on top of white cupcakes or whatever. So there you've got a few things from that mould. Put them together there. There's not enough of it, but it just shows, you know, you can build up quite quickly.
Yeah.
You know, you just make lots of the same thing, then move on to the next one.
I find it very relaxing at night time, just making little moulds and putting them together.
Yeah, the other cookies I made as well, before we move on to something else, I made these little wreath cookies.
Pretty.
And I used
pretty.
this one.
Where are you getting all these cookies from, you?
Hidden under there, hiding them so they don't get eaten.
Yeah.
So this one I did from the branch on the winter wreath here.
Yeah.
And I use the holly off this one. I'm trying to think where that one is. I'm sure there was. Oh no, it must be off the Christmas tree mould, which is
And what have you done? Have you just put them in there, and then when you've taken them out, moulded them round?
I've moulded 4 pieces on this one, and just damped the ends and overlapped them in a circle.
Yeah.
It is a circle more or less around the outside. It went a bit square in the middle, but that's fine. And I think they're great, you know, to just hang on a tree or something. You don't even need a ribbon to put on them. And then that one I used the Christmas tree mould, and I put 3 pieces of holly on that one from here. Yeah, that other one must be, I think maybe it shrunk. Was there another holly? Yeah, that's it. I couldn't see it for looking. I thought there was another holly, that size holly on there. So if I just very quickly colour them. I wish I hadn't used that green now to paint.
Do you want me to
It'll be okay, I think.
So Helen Martin, don't worry, we'll be popping the cookie recipe up later.
Yeah.
Everybody's asking about the cookie recipe, but we'll get it up later on. We've had it up there before. Have you put it up, Maria? Yeah. Have you got the recipe, Maria? Is it on the website? It's already on. Now Maria's been on it. So if you go to our post pinned to the top of the page, the link to the recipe is already there. Well done, Maria. Another. I just asked you that question. You said yeah.
It's in the website.
Wrong information. It's not on yet. It will be.
Oh, it's basically 200 grams of butter and sugar creamed together, 1 egg and 400 grams of plain flour. Very simple. And then you can add flavours. Now, your icing sugars.
Oh, they make great biscuits.
Could you,
Yes.
put that in instead of using caster sugar?
Yeah. We've made biscuits with them.
Yeah.
They make great flavoured
because
biscuits.
I did pick up actually the salted caramel one. I thought, oh, that would make icing cookies.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
And again, haven't had a chance yet to have a go. So I'm just brushing some powder on dry onto these for now, just dry on there, and then I'll paint the holly leaves and the red berries. So
Jackie, will the video be on tomorrow, please? Yeah, it will be, Jackie. It will be on our YouTube channel tomorrow after 10 a.m. So if you go over to the YouTube channel, Sugar and Crumbs, you'll find it there, Jackie, and you can stop and start it while you look after the baby. She was trying to get the baby sorted out, so she's missed the beginning. Violet's going to make some cookies from your thingy. Can you colour the dough first before you bake it?
I was thinking that as well.
Well,
I've never tried.
You can with the Colour Splash range. So if John goes back here, we've got a whole range of Colour Splash gels, and they're bake stable. So they really do keep the colour as well. So just in case anybody's asking, like for the colours for the sugar paste, if you've got white sugar paste and you wanted to make forest green or leaf green, or if you want to colour your sugar paste brown or the red, you could use these. You could use the powders, which we've got here. So if John just wants to pop over, we've got a whole selection of powders. So we've got the lovely reds, nice pillar box red there. We've got the leaf green that you can add. So there's a whole range of powders from the Colour Splash range. So you can use all those exactly as what Karen is doing tonight. So these are all £2 each. So these are really reasonable. And then we've also got a range from the Rainbow Dust as well. But the Colour Splash gels, yes, you can put them in your bakes. You'll have no problem with those. They're great.
That'd be lovely.
Look at that. That looks lovely.
Okay, so now again the lustre. I think I'll really set them off.
Rob Allison's making hydrangea coloured cookies from your mould.
Oh yeah, they're
for
pretty.
his wedding this weekend. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
They're really pretty, the hydrangeas.
So Sarah, just answering the question, Karen does use her own sugar paste for covering the cakes. Claire Miller says she best take her credit card to the cake and bake show. She thinks she's going to need it. Michelle, yes, we've got metallics in the Colour Splash range. In fact, there's loads of metallics in there. Got some really nice shiny pearly ones as well. Very good.
So, I mean, they were just done very, very quickly today because I thought, oh, they'd be nice, you know, something different to take. Because the other cookies...
The kiddies love it if they go and pick them off the tree. Go and pick a biscuit off the tree.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it, to do?
We couldn't have it. We've got 6 dogs. They'd be
Oh,
gone.
God, no. We have a family party or something. There's so many that you can do. I'll leave these here, out here anyway. Okay, so next thing, some snowmen, I think.
Some snowmen,
How are we for time?
You are fine for time. Keep going.
Okay, right. Okay, right, the snowmen, or snow women, I'm going to show you. I've got some green on that now, it's not good. We've got snowman with the bobble. I always think of as the boy, just because this one is the girl with the bow. But, you know, you can do whatever you want with them. Cookies or...
You've got a few of these ones, haven't you? So you've got this one, and you've also got your Christmas one. You found a Christmas one.
Oh yes, the Santa cupcake top as well. He's nice. He's a good one.
Can you see that, John? So we've got the Father Christmas one as well. He's great. It's a bit difficult to see there, but...
Right, what I'm going to do, these snowmen...
These are all on the website as well.
These snowmen are not just for Christmas.
No, they're not. You're very clever on how you've used them all year, aren't you?
Yeah. You can use them as a baby mould as well, baby face mould.
Yeah.
So they're great for baby showers, christenings, anything like that. Now, when you want to do 2 colours, what you need to do, the hat is at the front of the face, isn't it? Be over the head. So you put the hat in first.
The very first moulds I used was these 2.
Yeah, and these are one of the first ones we brought out.
Way back in 2013, these are the very first moulds I used.
Still really, really popular. These.
Because we started in October 2013, and I was decorating some cakes for Christmas.
Yeah. So I've made just that shape to fit round the hat. Okay.
It's so easy to do.
Start to push the paste in. And up into the bobble. I think we need a little bit more in there. But as long as that's pushed up around the edges, I can just put white in there. I'll probably actually just fill it with the face, just push the face further up.
Yeah, that's right.
So the glue or water, if you want to, just goes a little higher up. Don't put it on the edge because it would soak down into the face. So put a smooth piece.
I've got to be honest, I never use glue.
No.
It's stuck.
No, this would, because it's big like
Yeah.
that, it would, and it's
Yeah.
fresh and everything, it would
Yeah.
stick. So we'll just turn that over, and you've got your snowman with the different coloured hat. You can do it all in white and just brush. I used to just brush dry.
There's so much detail in that hat as well.
Onto
It looks really realistic,
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
it?
nice. It is nice. I'll do the girl now because I'm going to do the girl as a baby.
Oh, right.
So-
All the love arts have gone mad for that one.
Oh.
Crikey. I fell in love with it.
Wait till he's painted and finished. He's not
Wait
finished
till
yet.
he's not finished off yet, guys.
Yeah, still got a bit to do on him. Okay, so the girl, she's going to have a pink hat. So we just need the pink paste.
These are great for the kids to do as well,
Oh,
I think.
yeah,
They can
yeah.
do these, can't they?
Yeah, yeah, they love doing this.
They love
the
this. They've
kids.
gone mad for
Yeah.
it.
So,
Tracy
again.
Atkinson said Snowman face is her favourite, one of her favourites.
Well, these are so good because, you know, you can use them on a big cake or you can use them on a cupcake. I've put far too much in here, but I'll show you how to take it off at the top. Just make sure it doesn't go over into the face.
Gillian Sansom says, I can't find the Snowman mould. Do you mean on our website, Gillian? I think she does. Don't worry, I'll send you a link. If you message me, I'll send you the link after. But you need to go to Karen Davies on our website. So just go to brands, drop down, and I think they're in alphabetical order, so it'll be right down by the bottom.
Now I've got the skin colour this time instead of white.
I'll just go and find that mould for her.
So just flatten that out slightly, put it in. So I haven't put glue in this time, it will stick.
Yeah. I never put glue in.
I just do it automatically on
Yeah.
everything. I've had the odd disaster where something falls off, so I just always make sure. Okay, so you see that it's overlapped the hat, but it's still flat at the back, not going over the edge. Just turn it over and bend. And out it comes. So we've got a snowman and we've got a baby. Okay, so now colouring them. Oh, nose first. She needs a nose. Before I put the paste away, I will put glue or water there because you do need to stick this on. This is, I don't want to have to press hard and flatten her nose. So just roll a tiny, tiny ball and drop it into that little,
Right, I've just put the
into that
link
little
on.
hole.
I've
Okay.
just put the link on for the girl.
Yeah.
And I'll just go and get the link for the boy.
Now, what I forgot to do was colour some paste orange, but
You can paint orange on. Got
yeah,
a little bit of
have
orange
you got
colouring.
orange, please?
There you
Oh,
go.
thanks,
Look at
Carol.
that.
Thank you.
Or I've got a really bright orange here in the colour swatch
Carrot,
range.
whatever's carrot colour.
Yeah,
Carrot
that's really
colour.
bright, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it is lovely orange.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, I'm having trouble.
Pardon?
Having trouble there a
Get in,
minute.
trying
That's
to
it.
get in for you.
I've got it. Got no strength. Okay, so I'll have that ready. Now, first thing I want to do is put some cheeks, just some cheeks on. So a little bit of pink powder.
Right, Gillian, I've put both links on for you, for the girl and the boy. It looks
So-
cute with the pink face, doesn't she?
Yeah. So a little bit of pink onto the cheeks for each of them. But then the snowman, we need lustre over his face. So he looks like snow or icy.
Yeah, how good's that?
Yeah, give him a nice
Oh, I
shiny
didn't know
face. Okay. Then we'll put his nose on. So again, a tiny little bit of glue into there. And then actually I think I might just knead it into the paste. I don't normally use powder colours to knead into paste because powders really are to paint or brush on, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Because this
I
is-
wouldn't normally
No.
use them.
No, it'll just be a bit
Yeah.
easier and quicker than
If I'd known that, Karen, I could have raised to give you me orange.
Oh, you could.
Oh, don't worry, so I can show them that we do have it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so we'll put his little nose on there. So just a little ball of paste again, and this time I'm pointing it so we get a carrot shape, okay? And then that just goes into that hole. Stick into my fingers. There we go, and you can bend that a little bit and point it like that, looks quite cute. Now I'm going to paint their eyes. So I'll get a brush and the alcohol. I'm painting with the alcohol because I want it to dry very quickly, so I can paint a little dot of white.
That's what you
that's the one.
orange,
Yeah, that's what I
it?
should have used.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still got a lovely orange on
It
that
has.
powder one.
It's, well, because it was. I thought, oh, that'll need in quick. That'll be nice and quick. Because when I thought, because it's still soft, if I start painting it, it's going to wobble about and probably fall off. So I thought, oh no, I'll need it in. So now I'm going to just paint his eyes in. They're sticking out, so it's quite easy to see where to paint. Okay, and then the same for the girl. Baby, I should say. Baby girl.
John's cousin's joined. Hello, Doreen.
Okay, now the girl.
They're loving that. They love that.
I'm going to give the girl eyelashes.
Ooh, good, that's good.
Yeah,
Don't
girls.
those eyes make it look really effective? As soon as you put that orange nose on and those black eyes,
Yeah.
it's really come out, hasn't it?
Yeah, just need a little bit of water. When I paint eyelashes, use a very, very fine brush and water. I'm using water because if I use the alcohol on that fine brush, it'd be dry now.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even get a chance to paint. So the eyes are sticking out, so that brush just follows the eye round and then just flicks out. And I turn the head to make it easier for myself to paint. So round and flick out like that. And I only do two. I think if you start to do too many, that's when it goes wrong, isn't it? And you think, oh no, why did I do that?
We don't want them to think they're going clubbing, do we?
No, no. Just get a little bit of water. And then to finish off the eyes, what you need is a little highlight in each eye. Like that. The same with the snowman.
It's just those little touches, isn't it, that pulls it together. So simple.
Yeah. I'm just going to wipe my hands again because I want to give the baby a dummy.
Give her a what?
A dummy.
Oh, yeah.
Keep her happy. So brush her mouth with a little bit of water or glue. I'll do the same colour as her hat. So I've got a little piece of paste and then just flatten it slightly and put it over the mouth. Press down. Now I need a cocktail stick. And what I do is make a hole in the middle and wiggle it round. So it's a bigger hole, okay. And then take a tiny little piece. I've got black powder everywhere, so I've just realised, tried to rub it off and it's gone worse.
You're doing very well, Karen, considering you've got two cameras stuck in you.
Oh, I'm doing this at a very awkward angle now. I don't, usually this is easy, putting the dummy handle in.
But I just thought I'd let everybody know that you've got two cameras. You've
I'm
got
not
John
sure.
filming you, and you've got Maria filming as well, so that she can do little videos in the week.
Okay,
You're doing very
so
well.
that now is the dummy handle. I've just rolled a tiny little piece of paste with my finger, like that. Now what you do is bring the two ends together and press like that, okay. Then take your cocktail stick again, put it over the cocktail stick and rest it on your finger like that, see? This will be another bit you'll have to wind back a few times and then just touch it with the glue and then that would go into here. Now this is better. If I lift it, doing it down here, it's going to be agony. It's going to be terrible. So if I just put this here at a slight angle, that'll make it easier for me. Although these pieces here are a bit in my way, but push that in.
Wow, look at that.
And there's your dummy. Where am I?
Yeah. Hey, well done, Karen. That's brilliant.
So it's cute, isn't it? So that's great for a cupcake top.
It is. Well done. It's fabulous.
Or
Are we loving
christening
that,
cake.
everybody? Yeah, they're loving that.
Oh.
Here they come.
And then of course we have the cookies, the cookie versions as well, which I don't think I need to paint and dust really, because it's exactly the same way, exactly.
Yeah.
But with the hat, you would do the hat differently. I should have brought more dusting brushes with me.
Should have said I've got a load in there. I could have brought in.
Well, what I'll do actually, I can do green, I think. Let's do a Christmassy snowman.
Yeah. Gillian says you're a talented woman. They're loving those.
So, yeah, if I just brush green onto his hat, then you put the pink on his cheeks, like before, and then use your white luster to go over his face. I'm running out of space on the kitchen roll. It's fine, it's fine. This is only quick. So you'd still luster his face like before. You know, you'd brush the pink on the cheeks, luster the face, paint the nose orange, black eyes, and you've got a snowman head cookie. And I thought as well, these would be nice on top of a cupcake. So you've got your cupcake, buttercream, and then your cookie on top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be 2 in 1, wouldn't it? That'd be a good idea.
Well, kids would love it because they love picking the top off, don't they? So it's not as sweet as sugar pasting, is it?
Yeah.
So how much are the moulds? So Kezzy, which one? How much are they? £11.50. Yeah.
Snowman.
So the snowman moulds are £11.50 each. Somebody's asking which part of Liverpool are you from, Karen?
The Wirral.
Why? Why do you want to know, Sylvia?
Oh.
She's from the Wirral. Very vague.
Otherwise known as Birkenhead.
At the Cake and Bake show, do you have to pay car parking? Yes, you do. It's free at Manchester Cake and Bake, but this Cake and Bake at XL, you do have to pay. So Maria said, can you do the dummy again? Maria, you're going to have to do rewind.
Oh yeah, that's
because
true.
We've got to move on. Maria, if you go rewind afterwards and later on just fast forward, because Karen's going to get on to doing something else now.
Babies, isn't
The
it?
babies.
Yeah. How are we for time?
We're all right. It's 9:30.
Yeah. Okay. So
They're used to us doing a 2-hour show.
Oh. So this
Even
is...
John's back. John doesn't moan as much now.
Yeah. Oh.
No one listens.
Oh. This is the baby mould that Alice designed for us. So we've got 5 babies on here, all in different positions, different expressions. You know, obviously you have to have a crying baby, you know, as well. Smiling babies, everything. And little accessories with them. A little dummy. It is slightly too small, probably, for the snowman head, so you can't cheat, I think, with that. You've got a little tiny teddy bear and a bib. And we've left the bib plain, so you could paint the baby's initial on or things like that, or put a little duck on or whatever you want. So there's all these different babies here. So I'll do 2 of them. Because they're all pretty similar.
So the cookie recipe, everybody, Sue Marshall's asking, it will be on the website, on the link afterwards. So when we finish, it'll go onto the link afterwards. It is on our Sugar and Crumbs Mix It Up website.
A bottle as well.
But we'll put it on the top of the link afterwards.
I forgot to mention there was a bottle, baby's bottle as well there. You've seen it. Okay, so I've got flesh coloured paste.
I think Kezzy's coming late. Is that Christmas tree at the back of the cake? Yeah, there's loads of Christmas trees in here tonight. It actually feels like Christmas in here tonight, doesn't it?
Scary. Scary. Right, so I've got the paste. I've made that nice and smooth before I've put it into the mould. I'll push some down into the arms. Now I am quite sticky, so if I just pat the corn flour on the back, that helps. So we'll go down into that hand and clear up the edges. And then down into the feet. And I've put slightly too much in, so I can take some off in a second. We'll go off. It's always best to push your excess paste into one corner and so there's only a little area to take it away from, you know, Don't try and take it off all along the bottom edge of the baby. Just push it into like the corner where the foot is, and that's easier. So I'm just trying to tidy up the edges there. Okay, so we just push the paste back in. I think I've got it all. Okay.
How many babies are you going to make? Going to make one of each colour?
2.
Right.
I'm going to make 2. Okay, so that's ready to come out now. So if I just turn it over and press.
Oh, look at that.
That was nice and easy, wasn't it? Cute baby. Oh, okay. I'll do the other one now as well, and then I can do the faces at the same time, and then it'll be quicker.
Okay.
So this one here is in a baby grow. So we've got the hands on show there, 2 hands. So first of all, I'm going to put the hand in to that. Oh no,
They
put
love
the.
that
I'm just
baby.
thinking I'll put the suit.
Crikey, everyone loves that baby.
Oh, good, good. I'll put the suit in first, so the hand can go slightly over the back of it.
Christina's put the recipe up for the cookie dough.
Oh. And I tend to, you know when they say to rest your cookie dough, when you've made it, rest it in the fridge for half an hour or whatever. I tend to use it straight away, mould the cookies and then put the cookies in the fridge because the dough is softer to use, it's easier to use, but that's, you know, it's just a personal way of doing it. You don't have to do that, do whatever you want. Right, so I'm just going to push that into the baby's sleeve and up into the shoulder, the arm there. If you have trouble because it's little there, just use a bone tool to push it. There we go, into there. I've never done this before.
Have you not? Who made this one?
Alice is sitting there like, oh no,
Don't ask.
this is Alice's. I'm just wondering actually if the sleeve, if you can see both sleeves. I can't see.
If anybody's asking why Alice isn't doing these demos, is that she didn't know she was coming tonight. And what have you got on Alice? Black nail polish. So she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to do her own mould because she's got black nail polish on.
Aww.
We don't want anybody saying, look at her with those nail polish on.
I'm just going to actually put a piece there. I think that is her arm there, just that edge. So I've just put some more pink just along there, and then the hands can go in. Charlotte
McManus says if you use the same recipe with Carol's flavoured icing sugar, it makes a lovely biscuit. Thanks, Charlotte.
Yeah.
It does make a lovely biscuit.
Yeah. What's it? I really fancied the salted caramel.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to try.
I tended to use Christmas
nice.
punch. Strawberry milkshake is nice.
Oh, is it?
Cinnamon swirl was nice.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
That'd be so nice.
Shame we've discontinued it now, but yeah.
Oh.
We brought in mulled wine as a change.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, that'd be perfect for the Christmas cookies, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do any of the icing sugars colour the dough?
Yes, some of them.
Chocolate and things.
The chocolate ones, because they're brown, but the
Yeah.
most of them are white. But the mulled wine has got a hint it will make it beige.
Yeah. Okay, so I've overlapped the skin colour onto there. Is it going to work?
Hi, Violet. We'll give you all the we'll give you the full recipe after, Violet. She's just asking how long do you bake and what's the oven temperature, but we'll put them all out. Oh, look at that! How cute
Yeah,
it
I've
is.
got a little fleck of blue from something there. Oh, it's just come off. Okay, so there's a sleeping, yawning baby.
Oh, fantastic!
But you could put the dummy over the mouth if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So it's nice because it's already got the colour on. You know, you don't have to
So cute.
paint it or dust
I
it.
love that one.
So let's get some colour and paint it onto this little baby. So pink, pink into the mouth. If you're leaving the mouth open, you can put some pink in, and then pink on the cheeks. Okay, and then the eyes. I'm going to paint the eyes white first. Well, one's asleep actually. One of the baby's asleep, so I don't have to. It's great when you don't have to paint the eyes, isn't it? So if I turn that round, is it easier to see on yours? Yeah, that angle. So we'll paint the eyes white first.
Doreen lost a connection when you were doing the snowman. Don't worry, Doreen.
Oh.
It will be on our page when we finish, and then you can just go back and do rewind.
Right, I'm going to paint the eyes now, the colour. So I haven't got a blue, I'm going to do green.
Do you want a blue? Do you want navy blue?
That's fine, I'll use the green or brown. I'll do it quite thin, don't want it too dark. Let's see, it might be it's too wishy-washy, let's get a bit more in. Probably still. Try again.
And says what the paint you were using. You're just using the colour, the dust, aren't you?
Yes.
With some,
yeah, with the alcohol mixed in.
Yeah.
Because I'm painting the eyes up in layers. I want it to dry really quickly.
Yeah.
So it works perfectly.
How much is the baby mould? $15.99. Is it Avon? Avon? How would you say that, John?
Pardon?
Avon, A-A-V-I-O-N,
Oh, a name.
Malibu. $15.99 is the baby mould.
Okay, so we've got the white of the eyes, then the colour, then the black for the pupil.
Yeah.
Okay, and then of course we go.
Andrea, it's the powders we're using. We're using the luster powders, which we use in the pearl powders and the matte powders.
Tiny white dot. It's hard because you see the state of the brush. It's all fluffy.
Well, I think you've done
hair
very well.
sticking out and everything with
Do you
that
know what,
brush.
Karen? When I saw them, I thought when I saw them, I was going to ask you, did you use those baby eye stickers? I didn't realise that you actually did it yourself. They
no,
look
I
so
always
good.
paint the eyes.
Yeah.
And it's just practice.
Yeah.
If you mould a few heads, I'm just looking, is that the thing?
Because I was thinking, how did you get the baby eye stickers on? Because they're so tiny, they would be really fiddly, wouldn't they?
So paint some eyelashes,
Yeah.
very thin and small because it's a baby. You don't want big. That's probably too weak.
Anne wants to know how to purchase the moulds. So everybody, if you want the moulds, they're actually posted on our page at the moment. So at the top of our page is tonight's Facebook Live, and all the links to the moulds that Karen's using tonight is posted there. And when we finish, we'll pin the live to the top of the page with all the links as well. So you've got all the links, and then you can go fast forward and backwards, whichever way you want to do, to get to the bits you want to re-see again.
Okay, so when I paint the eyebrows, I'm very, very careful. That can ruin it.
Which one?
When you paint the eyebrows, you end up with big, thick eyebrows, bushy eyebrows, so it doesn't look very good.
Make sure you're not stressed.
Now, if you want the baby to have some hair, you can paint the hair on or pipe it on, or you know, whatever you want. I'm just going to paint some very thin little lines just at the top there, just to give the baby a little bit of hair. Okay. See now from that angle, needed a little bit more up there. Yeah. And then the nappy, we need to paint the nappy.
We do need to paint it.
Yeah, paint the nappy. So you want the colour quite thick to paint it with the white, so it stays. You can do it a colour, you could do pink or blue, obviously.
Sarah Batsford used your moulds when she made her first wedding cake.
Oh. Oh.
She said it saved her life.
Is it good? Yeah.
And she loves you.
Good. Oh, thank you. No, I think she loves my moulds.
She put I love you.
Oh. So, oh, sorry, knocking. There we go. So there's the baby. Okay. And this, of course, this baby, Alice has very cleverly left the baby's arms free.
Look at that.
To hold its bottle or teddy bear.
Right.
So what shall I make? What shall I give it? A bottle. I'll do the bottle because I don't know what colours I've got suitable for a bear. So I'll do a white. Oh, that thing. Oh, I've had my sugar paste next to my dishcloth. It's not a good idea, is it? Get a better piece. I think there's plenty of corn flour. Sometimes you can see there's enough when you've patted it into everything else. Or I could have put a bib on. I know the baby's got no clothes really, but the bib fits nicely on this one as well.
So Nikki Rimmer is saying, do you need to dust the mould first? Just give it a light dusting.
Like this.
Yeah, just go back
Bag.
in. So you dust your mould first, here we go.
Pat it in and then just bang it out. You see the
Yeah.
shape usually of
Yeah.
what you've put in,
Yeah.
and that's just got a fine,
Just a light dusting.
yeah, a fine coat of.
When you're using
cornflour.
quality moulds like yours, though, you don't.
Yeah.
They're good. You don't need to be.
Yeah,
putting loads of
sometimes,
stuff
like
in.
when I'm doing the tree, and I've added Tylo to the paste as well. I don't even use the cornflour.
Yeah.
It comes out
Yeah.
really easy. So I'll just take the excess paste off.
When you put the cookie dough in, would you dust it as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and the cornflour bag works as
Yeah.
well, or flour.
Oh, somebody's asked again, is there mould for the stalk? Alice, what have you done?
Oh.
Not yet, Lisa.
Oh,
Alice has just made
it's on
it.
its way.
She now knows it's in demand.
Yeah, all right. I'll just paint the top of the bottle. I'll do it with pink.
It's like your new project now, Alice.
Yeah. There we go, and I'll put some glue onto the baby.
Oh, sugar breaking the display here.
Pop the bottle on, and then just under the baby's hands. Put that
Oh, look
there.
at that. How cute's that? Are you impressed, John?
It might even
That's
lift
so
all the way
cute.
up, actually. I was just
Yeah.
thinking, you know, you could put it right in the baby's
Yeah.
mouth, I think. But I'll just do it holding the bottle there, like that.
How cute.
Okay, so it is sweet, isn't it? It's lovely. And like Alice has done, you'll put them all around the outside of the cake, all around the edge.
That looks really good, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So I haven't really done anything to this
Yeah.
one.
So if we go
anymore,
back to that
but,
cake there, John's just shown. Go. So
Oh,
there
yeah,
you go,
all the
there's
different
all the different
babies.
moulds. So
Mhm.
there's 5 babies in that mould, isn't there,
There
Karen?
is, yeah.
So we've got the one that Karen's just made this one just now,
Mhm.
and then we've got this one here. That's cute on his hands and knees there.
Yeah, and I think they'd be very easy to dress
Yeah.
as well. We need to do some with some little outfits.
Little one
on
sat
as well,
there.
yes.
And that's the one that she's just made again. So we've got it here. We've got a little brown baby here. Let's put that one. This one here, little white one. We're holding the teddy bear. Is the teddy bear mould in there as well?
It is, he's here.
So the
yes,
little teddy bear mould. Yeah, grab
Mm-hmm.
that. Let's have a look at that. So the little teddy bear mould is. Can you see that, John? There it is. Where is it? Where are we? You'll have to focus into me. So there's the little teddy bear mould there. And then we've got the screamer here. You made the screamer tonight, didn't you? No, you haven't.
No,
So there's
there's
a-
a sleepy baby.
Yeah. And then we've made the sleepy baby. So you see this one here, the bib is actually in the mould as well. So you can see the bib there. And we've got little sleepy baby. There's the teddy bear again. This one with the bottle. They're really good, aren't they? Fantastic. And what did you make the little mats? Just made little squares and then just use your little roller for them. Yeah, fantastic. There's your mould back, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super.
So that's about it. That's everything
Yeah.
covered, I think.
Okay then, so right guys, give Karen a round of applause there. She's done absolutely marvellous for you, showing all those moulds. Oh, yeah, we've got noise in the kitchen. so let me just reiterate what we've been doing tonight then, guys. But don't break your neck over these lights. So Karen's here. She's brought a new mould which she's just released tonight, which is the Christmas tree. Released it today. Okay. So from this mould, you can make this fabulous Christmas tree, which she has made in white, which I shall bring over here, and it's very sturdy. So
Well, yeah, it's survived,
Yeah.
isn't it?
there you go. So this fabulous Christmas tree she's made in white. Make it which whatever
So
colour
that
you'd
would
like.
go- The dried pieces then would go in between.
Yeah. Super. So I'll pop that there. So that's safe. And then she has showed you how you could use off the wreath mould, the bigger pieces on here you can use. She's made all the poinsettias, the holly,
Christmas rose.
Christmas rose. Did you say there was some mistletoe as well?
There is mistletoe on that mould.
Yeah, mistletoe on that mould as well.
Yeah,
There's loads of things on this mould though, isn't there?
There's 2 sizes of mistletoe,
Yeah.
two poinsettias, 3 pieces of holly,
You get loads in there, don't you?
three fir cones,
Yeah.
1 Christmas rose.
Look at that, that's a big holly one you've
2
got there
holly
as well, yeah.
there's 2 holly and the 2 different
Yeah.
tree branches.
So this tree branch here is what she's used on this cake here, which is fabulous. So she's used quite a bit on here.
Yeah, it's also on the very big tree at the
Yeah.
back, that big branch.
And then, as I said, we've got the baby mould. Don't ask about the stalk. Alice is onto it, okay? And then then Karen's made the biscuits here. Not the biscuits, sorry, wrong. She's made snowman bows, snowman bubble, and she has made them in biscuit here as well. Yeah. And they look so nice, even though she's got sneaky ones here. Different colours that she's made earlier.
Yeah, there's a lot there, isn't
Yeah.
there?
And I've just knocked his nose off, Karen, sorry.
Oh dear.
God. Can't take me anywhere. Last week I ruined Dawn's ganache.
Don't worry.
So we made
I'll give
those.
him a nose job.
And then the other little moulds, Karen, you've got those there, haven't you?
Yeah,
They're really
sitting
easy to
snowmen.
do, aren't they?
Yeah,
as
they
well.
are. They're nice
They're-
because they sort of match these.
Yeah.
You know, the theme runs throughout.
Yeah.
The snowmen
And they're
are-
an all-in-one mould,
Same.
aren't they? Let me just grab one. There. Where's that little snowman one?
That's in there, yeah.
Yeah, that's in there.
The snowflakes and stars on.
I'll just show you this one. We've got these as well, okay. I'm not sure if I've got these on the website. If I haven't, they will be on tomorrow, so hold back and I'll get them on the website, but I can't remember if I've actually got these on already. But these are fabulous and they go really well with these as well. And then, as Karen has brought out a new mould as well, she's made this fabulous, well actually Christina Ludlam made this one for you, didn't she? This fabulous wreath mould here. It's fantastic. And then we've got all this at the back, John. So we'll just go over it all again. It's Christmas time in here. We should put some Christmas background music, shouldn't we? So, you never use your knitted one, did you?
Oh no.
No, I forgot about it. Save it for next time. So if you get cake and bake, she'll be decorating with the knitted mould. But that will be going on the website tomorrow as well. I'll get that one on as well. So this big Christmas tree she's made with the wreath mould. Okay, so these are the big branches. She just keeps pinning them all up together. Christina's made these. This lovely Father Christmas.
Yeah, he's got knitted hat and arms and legs.
We should have made you do that one.
Yeah, his beard is piped with royal icing,
Yeah.
and his hat is paste pushed through a sieve.
Oh, is
You know, when you
it?
cut it off with a knife,
Right,
and then just
okay.
take it over and stick it on.
Right, sugar paste.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. And as I say, those moulds I showed you before there, they're just sprayed gold, which is fantastic. So, big round of applause for Karen, everybody. So big round of applause for Karen. Anybody who's coming to Cake and Bake next week, Karen is there at the show as we are. Cake and Bake is at Excel and it actually starts next Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
This Friday.
Oh,
This Friday.
This Friday. I wish it was next Friday.
My weeks are blurring into one. The thing is, up to the run up to cake shows, you just don't stop working, do you? You're working weekends, nights, everything, preparing. It's crazy what you've got to do. So I've not had a weekend off, I don't think, for 3 weekends. I'm exhausted. So, and I've got a big cake decorating tonight for my cake shows, for me nifty nozzle cakes for my displays. So we'll see you there because we're next to each other, aren't we?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dawn, who was here last week, is there as well. I don't know where she is where she is near us, but she's actually there. Who else has been on there? Who else has been on here?
Wing.
Pardon? Gwen. Oh, Gwen Powell is there with her DK applicator as well. So she's there. She might be on our stand for a little while, giving everybody demos about that. And then let me just tell you a couple of things that I've got on sale if you go into Cake and Bake, and some things on the website. So I'll just walk around here. So thank you, Karen. I'll be back to you in a moment.
Okay.
So these guys, if you're at Cake and Bake, I've just brought them in for Cake and Bake, okay? They're not on the website. If you do want one of these, let me know. It's the new Nordic Ware Bunt Pans, okay? And now they come in different colours. Look at this. This is the brand new Celeria. It's fantastic. That's not Celeria, sorry. That one is the Lotus Pan, okay? This one is the brand new Celeria. And I can't get that off to show you. But all these are going to be available at Cake and Bake on our stand next week. The new Blossom Pan, look at that lovely copper colour. So we've still got them on the website in the Platinum range, but these are the new copper colour. You are going to pay more to have them in these fancy colours though. The Gold Beehive, we've got the Rose Bunt Pan. If anybody wants any of these via the website, message me, I'll tell you how much they are. Don't do it tonight though, I'll do it tomorrow for you. And then we've got the new flavours in, guys. So we've got toasted marshmallow, Turkish delight, and you best buy that Turkish delight. I've had to convince John to bring that back. But I will say it's sold really well this week. And the new mulled wine flavour, which is non-alcoholic, it's just a non-alcoholic version of a mulled wine. So those are the 3 Christmas flavours. We've also brought back gingerbread, which we had last year, so that's back in stock as well. And if I whiz John round to the moulds, these are Karen's moulds. So this is her newest mould, the Christmas tree. It's $17.99. It's on the website. Then we've got the wreath mould, $17.99. Is it, Karen? I think
Yes,
it is, isn't it? That's on the website now, live as we speak. The Snowman mould, bubble. Sorry, let me just go here. That's the Christmas one. So can you see? They all work very similar, and we do have stock of all of them. We've got the penguin, we've got the snowman, we've got this reindeer. This one here is the Father Christmas. They're all on the website. But the snowman ones that Karen did tonight, one is called Bows, one is called Bubble. Then we have the baby moulds. You get 5 moulds for the babies. And then these may not be on the website. I can't remember whether I've got these in stock, but if not, they will be tomorrow. And that's your sitting reindeer, your sitting elf, and your sitting Santa. And then colours that you can use tonight. If you want to colour your sugar paste, we do sell Karen's sugar paste, which is marshmallow and vanilla flavour, £6.50 a kilo. And you can use these colours. We do sugar paste direct as well, so we've got a fantastic red. If you don't want to colour it red, we've got it in red, black and white. And then the other colours that we've been using tonight is the Colour Splash range and the Rainbow Dust. So you'll see that I've sectioned them off a little bit here. These are the matte colours. We're one missing because Karen was using the orange. And we do them in bundles as well. So that's it. We do them as a bundle of 16, make it a bit cheaper for you. We do the pearls. They come in a set of 25, or you can buy them all single at £2 each. We've got some metallics there. We sell them at £2 each, or you can buy them as a set of 4. And then we've got some rainbow dust and glitters as well. I didn't put them all out, but they're here anyhow. So there we go. So let me come back to Karen again. So after a busy week at Cake and Bake this weekend, as Karen and I are going to be exhausted, I will be here Monday night, Facebook Live. Lucky me. So after driving back from London and probably getting home in the early hours of Sunday night, I'm going to be up bright and breezy. Do you believe that?
Yeah, hope so. Good luck with that one.
Bright and breezy, doing something with nifty nozzles. Now we have lots of followers, and one of our followers is Farah from F&S Cakes. She's going to pop along and she's going to make an easy Swiss meringue buttercream, a very easy one. And with that, she's going to make some raspberry ripple squares and lemon drizzle squares, which she's going to use the Swiss meringue buttercream with. And I'm going to use it for the nifty nozzles because they make fantastic flowers with the nifty nozzles. Where buttercream sort of breaks off, the Swiss meringue buttercream makes it more peaky. So I don't like actually making it on the hob myself. I like this cold method that we're going to make. So that will be me on Nifty Nozzles next week, and we've got Farah coming along doing a guest appearance, and she'll be using a Genoese sponge mix. Everything that you've seen here tonight with Karen, the cookie mix will be on the website, all the moulds will be on the website. And again, I want to give Karen a massive big thank you, Karen, for joining us again. As usual, it's been a pleasure. I was going to say goodbye to Alice and Peter, but they've gone.
They've probably gone to get cake boxes out ready or something.
So we'll come back in about 10 minutes, just so you can quickly ask Karen any questions. What time is it? It's 5 to 10. If we say about 5 past 10, and we'll have 10 minutes for any quick questions and a recap. Okay? See you then. Bye-bye.